Alright, I've done most of the van build, what I've already done, using saws of course, but not using my circular saw. I've been using the Dremel Sawmax. It's a very small saw, but it's about all I need. But for some reason it does not create as much noise as the large saw. One thing, I probably don't have the correct blade for the large saw. But with the well, they delivered that. That's a miter guide, and so Amazon delivering an open box, so I'll make sure everything is there. But I did get this Dremel Ultra Saw. It is considerably larger than the Sawmax. I'll probably be getting rid of the Sawmax pretty soon. I mean, yeah, so this is the blade that's used for the Dremel Sawmax, and this is in one of the Ultra Saw blades I already had. Basically, what I want to do with this is I want to get a little bit more torque, and I want to be able to cut a little deeper into some slightly thicker stock. I'm not going to be able, you can't cut through a 2x4 with this, I don't believe. But what you can do with this is you can cut through the plywood. It's going to make up the large portion of the build a little bit easier. So here we go. There's a little bag here. The Ultra Saw has a secondary handle, something like a grinder would have here. And then it also has a selection of blades, the hex wrench that's used to change the blades. So here we've got a slightly larger form factor than the Sawmax. I think it's maybe a couple of extra, a little bit more powerful. So and a couple extra amps, or at least an amp and a half. I believe the Sawmax is at least 5.5 or 6 amps. Okay, pop that off. It works pretty much like the Sawmax blades. Just a slightly larger form factor. So here we go. Yeah, so that's going to give me a little bit. You can change the depth with that. It's going to be a percentage deeper using the Ultra Saw, and hopefully the added torque means I won't have so much trouble getting through. As you cut, sometime it will bind. Hopefully this will help me push through some of those binds a little bit better. So I'm going to be using that quite a bit, and I'll be showing it in use. But I thought I would just get it open and give you a quick look at how it exactly is going to fit in here. And this secondary handle is going to be nice, maybe. Yeah, the secondary handle will make it a little bit easier. And with this little notch here, I should be able to stay on line a little bit. The only issue I have with the Sawmax, I have a little trouble keeping a straight line because I have a little trouble identifying the line. The Ultrasaw does have a notch there that should allow me to identify the line of my cut, and then that should make it a little bit simpler to get a straight line, because I end up sort of wandering and then having to do some adjustment that might take 5 or 6 times longer than it should have if I cut it straight in the first place. All right, this is the Dremel Ultrasaw. Here we go, a quick side-by-side view of the Dremel Ultrasaw with the Dremel Sawmax. As you can see, it's been getting a little bit of a workout. Basically what I want to do now is use this Ultrasaw, and it's probably going to be 90+% of the cuts I'm going to be making, including the cuts in the ceiling with the when I begin to install the fan. So I think that's going to be a good addition to the armory. I'll keep the Sawmax for a while. There may be instances where it will do a better job. I don't know. It looks like they both look like the dimensions on it are a bit different, but I'm not sure if this is going to the difference in size is going to make this a little bit more useful. And actually the weight is comparable. Of course, the Dremel Sawmax is an older product than the Ultrasaw. All right, that's a quick view of the new Ultrasaw I'll be using, and I'll be running videos and you'll be seeing it more. The only thing I would make it perfect was if they were lithium battery operated, then of course I'd probably get less torque. All right, that's all I've got, and I will see you later, and we will try to get the Ultrasaw into work as soon as the temperature drops from hellish to horrible.